Becky, doctorate in physical therapy, and today I would like to discuss with you recovery after a hospital stay. A lot of people don't realize that after a hospital stay of one day, it takes at least 1 week to recover from that one day. So if you are in the hospital for 4 days, you're looking at about a month to recover from that hospitalization. And after a hospital stay, it is extremely normal to feel very fatigued, very tired. You need more rest. It's also very normal to feel cognitive fog. You're not thinking properly. You're not sleeping as well. This is completely normal. One of the most important things after you come home is your nutrition. You need to make sure that you get your 64 ounces of fluids per day, and you want to make sure that you have proper nutrition. Something very good so that your body can recover. So one of the most important things is that protein so that your muscles can get stronger again. You also want to stay mentally active. So you can get adult coloring books, you can do crossword puzzles, you could do a regular puzzle, you could read. Any of that helps keep your mind getting better and improving from that hospital stay. Keep your mind active. So if coming back from the hospital or in preparation for a surgery, if you're going to have a knee replaced, you may need to modify your home environment. And that could include making sure that you have a place to sleep on the first level, in addition to making sure that you have a bathroom on your first level, which could be a bedside commode. In addition, you want to prepare throw rugs. So throw rugs can be a fall risk. You may want to either secure and make sure they're attached to the floor, or just have the throw rugs removed, and it's just for a temporary period, just to increase your safety. Because if you fall and get hurt, that just extends that recovery process. Also, some things to think about is within your home, if you wear slippers, you want to have rubber soles and you want to have a back to it. More of a moccasin type slipper to increase the safety, because if you don't have backs and you get the toe caught, it's much easier to fall. Also, be prepared with some good lighting. So make sure that your hallways have a nightlight possibly in them, and through door frames, doorways are properly lit. And extension cords are moved to the side or secured to the floor, maybe with some tape. You also want to follow your discharge instructions. So if you're supposed to use ice for following a replacement or a surgery, this also helps speed up the recovery. In addition to medications, medications are a big one. I have lots of patients that say, I don't want to take medications, I don't want to take my pain meds, I don't want to get addicted. The medications help you function daily. In addition, get your proper sleep. If you don't get your proper sleep at night, then you're not hitting your REM sleep, that rapid eye movement. When your body repairs, it regenerates, it kind of puts your thoughts into files. So that's very important. And any of my patients that don't get this end up becoming very emotional, they don't feel well, they're extremely tired. So this is very important. And one of my favorite things is get moving, exercise. So it only takes 1 to 3 days to start losing your cardiovascular function, so your lung function and your heart function. Beyond that, anywhere from 7 to 10 days, your strength, your muscles start to atrophy. So if you haven't worked your muscles, they start getting smaller and weaker, and that's extremely important. So it takes 1 week of not doing something to regain that muscle lost in that 1 week. It takes about 6 weeks to rebuild that muscle, which is crazy when you think about it. So it's so important to move. And if you are preparing to have a surgery, some of the most important things is stock up on things that you might need. Maybe some frozen meals, some protein shakes, making sure you have drinks, making sure that you have toilet paper, any personal items, some soap, shampoo, sometimes having that dry shampoo if you're going to be down for an extended period or require assistance with your bathing. And also something that really helps is having a hard back chair, a hard seat chair, very firm with armrests so that it makes it easier to get up. Another option would be anything that raises maybe your bed or your chair if you're going to have trouble getting up, something that raises that. And they sell those at Walmart, Target, Amazon, etc. So that's just to elevate your chair. You just put it right underneath the legs to make it a little higher and easier for you to get up. Hopefully this discussion today has given you a little bit of thought for following a hospitalization or preparing to go into the hospital. Have a good day.